inflation starts to hit and prices start to increase, marketers might need to work a little harder to get customers and prospects to continue to buy their products. Fortunately, behavioral science provides a few ways that we can do just that. The first is something called anchoring. Behavioral scientists have found that very often people don't know the absolute value of something. So what they do instead is they look at the relative value. And what that means is the first price that they encounter becomes their anchor. And then they look at every other price relative to that anchor. So what this means to a marketer is you want to make sure that the first price your customer or prospect encounters is higher than your price, the price that you're going to sell your product or service at. So for example, you may want to start by talking about the manufacturer's suggested retail price and then explain that yours is lower. Or you might want to cite a competitor's price that you know is higher. You might even want to describe your product and service and then say, for a product of this quality, you might expect it to pay X, but you'll be pleased to see that we're selling it for Y, where of course Y is lower than X. The other way behavioral science can help you as a marketer is you can provide the reason why. Behavioral scientists have found that people are more likely to do what we ask them to do if we give them a reason why. And when you do that, you want to tie your reason why into the current times. So you might want to say something like, because now, more than ever, you want to make sure that you're buying a product that will last. Or because now, during times like these, you deserve a little something extra. You deserve an indulgence. The third way behavioral science can help marketers during particularly tough times is to allow us to use something called input bias. Input bias is a very common decision-making shortcut. Basically what happens is people will assume that the amount of time or effort that goes into something is a proxy for the quality of that something, of that good or that service. So what you want to do as a marketer is you want to talk about the time and effort that goes into developing your product. Maybe it was researched for 3 years by 6 scientists on 2 continents, or maybe you never use machine stitching, it's always hand sewn, or perhaps you source your products in a very specific way. They're very hard to find, but you want to talk about the time and effort that goes into your products because that will equate with quality. So these are just a few ways that you can use behavioral science to help increase the likelihood that your customers and prospects will continue to buy, to give them the confidence, to give them the reassurance that buying from you is a smart idea. My name is Nancy Harhut, and I'm the author of Using Behavioral Science in Marketing, Drive Customer Action and Loyalty by Prompting Instinctive Responses. The book covers topics like these, as well as many others, so that you'll be armed with great ways to get people to continue to buy your products.